the main business of the day is getting to launch this exhibition of beautiful photographs, which I actually have seen. Lucky me, I'm telling you, they're brilliant. So we thought long and hard about who we'd invite to launch the exhibition. It was actually, we didn't have to think very long and hard. We thought we'd have to, but we did a bit of soul searching, and the obvious choice of person to launch it was Sean O'Leary, who's here. Because, for a couple of reasons, two very obvious reasons. He's an artist and a person of creativity himself, but also he's a dog lover and dog owner. So I don't need to tell you anything more about Sean, really. You can tell you himself. Okay, so Sean.
Good afternoon, everybody. And it was a real honour to be asked to do this. Again, I'm a wonderful dog person, and I was born in the Chinese Year of the Dog. And again, thank you to the Camera Club for asking me, because you know, the photos you put up every month, I don't think you realise how many people see them, how many people look forward to seeing them, who watch all your names. I think, you know, even if you're driving off here late at night, if you're driving through Castletonbury, there's always somebody around the window, and the other window as well. And it's a real, it's a beautiful guide to Castletonbury, your work, and I think we really owe thanks to the Camera Club for working hard every month and putting it up there. Thank you. You know. You mightn't see the benefits, but they're huge. You know, they're like ripples in the ocean. And again, thank you to Dorothy and the library here. I think everybody has noticed now, since it's moved and enlarged, it really is the go-to place for the community. And Dorothy's quite a linchpin in the whole workings of Castletonbury, not just to ourselves, but to our diaspora. But in working out what I was going to say about this, I was looking up about dogs and my own feelings about dogs. But the one thing I came across, most people think that man domesticated dogs. But actually what I learned over looking at documentaries and reading stuff was that it appears that a certain amount of wolves saw the cavemen or the Stone Age man travelling, killing animals, eating them, and certain wolves started following the tribes of man, and they started seeing that they could eat the carcasses that were left over by the man. And then man realised, instead of chasing these wolves away, the wolves stayed around and were good for protection and became the first watchdog. So it was a really, dogs decided to be domesticated by man. So it's a kind of, they pull the wool over our eyes that way. And I mean, throughout all the years, they've hunting, herding, travelling, there's so many uses dogs have given themselves up for our own benefit. I mean, you're all thinking of one now that I can't think of because I'm a bit nervous, but they're all there. I mean, they've used their hearing, they've used their smell, they've used their strength. Even dogs have won the X Factor now, and we're on the Royal Variety Show. And so, and all that, there's one thing that has really stayed with us along the way, and those are words like friendship, loyalty, companion. They're somehow, to me, they really are like a lightning rod for our emotions. You know, if you're sad, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling maybe too happy or something, they're able to ground you. They're able to take your emotion, put it into the ground, and level it out. And even for me, when my parents died, the grief, I found the dogs were great at relieving the grief somehow. They were able to, now again, it could be psychosomatic that I'm only thinking this, but it still worked and it was still brilliant. Even one day my sister, who's not mad about dogs, said, "You might think I'm crazy, but Shiva reminds me of Dad." And I said, "Don't worry at all, because Makusha reminds me of Mom." And again, I think they're pulling another trick on us, because as much as you love your dog, as much as you care and look after your dog, you don't realise it, but your dog loves you more and looks after you a lot more as well without you realising it. So I suppose we should have 3 hip hips and hoorays. But when I say hip hip, I was thinking maybe people could say woof woof. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. There we go.
So thank you very much. But we need some photographs.
Oh yes,
Photographs,
yes.
so I didn't have to do that.
Oh, it's not all about me.
I know it's not.